Neville Goddard has beautifully explained the law of thought transmission in his book Prayer, the Art of Believing, chapter 5. Here in this video, I will discuss 3 things from that chapter which you must know to use thought transmission to your advantage. I mean, to manifest your highest life. Point number 1, you can change people's behavior through your thoughts. Meaning, if you are capable of imagining somebody doing something in your imagination mentally in a relaxed state of mind, you will be able to see that person doing the same exact thing in your reality. Because your imagination will awaken that state of consciousness in that person. Let's understand this with an example. For example, your boss is very annoying and rude, and you can do nothing about it in your physical reality for obvious reasons. But according to the law of thought transmission, if in a relaxed state of mind you picture your boss appreciating you, or you imagine your boss speaking kind words to you, your boss will start behaving in the same manner in your physical reality. Because your imagination will awaken in your boss's mind the kind state of awareness. He will automatically start speaking kindly to you without even knowing the reason of this transformation in himself. He will subconsciously absorb whatever you are thinking about him or however you are picturing him in your imagination. But consciously, he will not be aware of that. He will think that this transformation is coming from inside of him only. In no time, you will see that your boss's behavior towards you has changed automatically. Try it. Now let's come to point number 2. When does thought transmission fail? The only time this may fail is when the person about whom you are imagining something is incapable of imagining or thinking the same thing about any other person in his reality. Sounds too complicated? Let me explain. Let's take the previous example of a rude boss. Let's say you get so irritated with the rudeness of your boss, you imagine that your boss loses his job. Now, if your boss is incapable of thinking the same thing about anybody else, meaning if he is rude but he is pure at heart, he does not imagine such things for anybody else in his imagination or in his mind, then that thing will not take place in his reality. But it will come back or bounce back to you and get awakened in your consciousness. And what will happen? You will lose your job. That is why it is said and always preached by spiritual people that you should always think good thoughts about others. Because even if it comes back to you, it will not harm you. It will only be beneficial for you. And also, when you are capable of thinking something bad about somebody, someone else can also transmit such malicious thoughts to you. And that state will easily awaken in your consciousness because you have already imagined something like that for someone else. Am I able to explain this? I really hope so. But in case you have any questions, please don't forget to ask me in the comment section. With that, we come to point number 3. Be careful how you label others. Never accept to be true of others what you would not like to be true of you. Because to give is to receive. Now, what does that mean? To believe a state to be true of another not only awakens or amplifies that state in him, but also in you. Let's understand this. For example, you see something in somebody and you label that person as unworthy. It will awaken a state of unworthiness in that person and also you. So if your SP has anger issues, the more you will label him or her as angry, the more you will amplify that state or awaken that state in him and also in you. Now you understand when one of the partner is angry, why the other one also ends up being very angry and the fights just don't seem to stop. So you must only accept to be true of him or her what you want to be true of him, what you want to be true of you. So what do you want to do in such a case? You may affirm, write or imagine repeatedly that your SP is a peaceful soul. This is how you will be able to awaken the state of being peaceful in your SP and in you too. I'm telling you, this knowledge has changed my life. My relationships have changed drastically because now I don't blame people. I only affirm what I want in people. I only write what I want them to be. Quoting a few lines from the book, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on these things. Only think, affirm or imagine or speak of others what you want to amplify in them and in you. Now you understand why everybody from spiritual community emphasizes on the importance of not gossiping, not complaining, not cribbing, but only blessing and speaking good words. This is the only reason. I think this video deserves a part 2. What do you say? Tell me in the comments. And also please do write if you have any questions about thought transmission. And if you want any personal help from me in your manifestation journey, you can book a one-to-one call with me. The link to that is in the description and also pinned in the comments. And if you want to know your manifestation is about to come, it's close or not, do watch this video. So that's all for today. Love and light to you all. Till the time we meet again. Bye-bye.